from here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not till your senses have come back.
They have no respect for each other's punching power. Pleasure to be in this unique environment. Every seat has been taken for tonight's match.
Can you imagine walking into this town, walking into an arena with such nine people chanting your name? You can't even hear your cornerman whispering in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about you.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Lucky that hook didn't score. Punching. Both men step back for just a moment. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Switch on. Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to block it. They've got to block it. They've got to come up now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure in.
Straight right just misses. Counter shot. Well done with that counter shot. There's a counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. This would be a mismatch. You are sorely wrong.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Uppercut can't get through. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Terrence Crawford just got rocked. How is this fight still continuing? Hold that thought. Amazing knockout finish here. That was something special. Wow, that impact was incredible. Let's take it. That will do it. They want no more. They will throw in the towel. The corner has stopped it. They won't be happy about it.
There ain't no room. Only one number one. There ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top 2 but not number 2. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in, cleaned up without a broom. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Straight in, more pain, so more gaining. Here I came in, guns blazing. At Raven, you get weighed in. Been training, sick of waiting. Some failing, not plain sailing. Entertaining, check the ratings. Let me out, I don't wanna be caged in. Yeah, I'm ready.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
It's time for our tale of the tape. It's the incomparable Roy Jones Jr. It's the incomparable Roy Jones Jr., one of the greatest of all time. Pensacola's finest. It's the Mexican monster, David Benavidez, turned pro at the young age of 16 years old, and by the age of 20, became the youngest ever super middleweight champion, and now has titles in 2 different weight classes.
This is going to be one hell of a fight.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, from Pensacola, Florida, here is a middleweight, a super middleweight, a light heavyweight.
These two have certainly talked. We have high hopes and aspirations for this fight. Oh, and the right hook clipped him clean. Good counter punch. That counter shot lands. The buzz in the air tonight. So much hype here in this arena.
You can walk into an arena and be the hero. The pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans. You can't get away from it. Ignore them. Lock it up. I know it's hard. I can hardly hear you, Tom. You've got to ignore them. Get on with the job.
Punch, counter punch. Round, the momentum continues to shift.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter shot. Then step back for just a moment. He threw a punch and just got countered. I think he's been showing exceptional chins, by the way. And he scores with the counter. Beautiful counter punch. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Just misses with that jab. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt, you've got to get out there again. Be smart, be sharp. Don't wait till you don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Counter punch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, people that make a history of that sport.
Now let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. For that receipt, it's always coming. These two were made for each other. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. With the hook. round still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Here's the bell to start round 3. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to block it. They've got to block it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Just missed with that left jab. These counter punches have to hurt. Swing and a miss with that hook. A perfect counter shot. They exchange punches. Fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Counter punch got him clean. Nice counter shot. Nope, that hook won't score. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. A perfect counter lands. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them. Finally
Close to this fight.
there's the bell for round 4. After that last round, something has got to change.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
The jab, but it doesn't score. Counter punching. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Nice counter. This fight has a real good flow to it. Perfect dance partner.
So close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Now this is about desire. This is about outcome. This is about want.
There's a counter shot. Beautiful counter shot. Catch and shoot. Talk about Roy Jones. Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the 5th. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's being hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Can't find the target. Nice defense on that hook. I'd like to see more jabs. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we'll find out.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
And he did catch him. He caught him clean. Clean as a whistle. Well done with that counter shot. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Both going for the KO. It's so obvious. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. After what we saw in that last round. On to the sixth round. Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
God, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? Excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won hands down.
And he misses with that jab. Certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will when they hit. Did you see that? Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. Somehow weathered the storm.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone out. There's no way it's going to finish the gun. But look at
Pensacola's finest is down. Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
even I've got to see that again. Where did... 1, 2, 3...
Apparently it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
He's up, but for how long? Look at him. On the heels. Look at this. He's got to get his no defense. The eyes are glazed. He just gets more and more clear shot. A clean one. He's out of it.
Not throwing a lazy jab in this fight. Will get knocked out. Output. Thought there might be more action here. The final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Talking about Roy Jones in that last round. There's the bell for round 7. Last round was a disaster. What can they do here to turn this around?
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'd be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know...
And the big Mexican monster is down. And as you can see here, a picture-perfect punch did the trick.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Referee says we will fight on. Not sure about this one.
But now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to do what they've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
What do you think of this fight,
so far, Johnny. Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. People can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pop areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
We've got to pick things up halfway through the round here.
Ever hope. You know the fight behind the Holyfield? He could be behind on points until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to put it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Nice counter punch. Just missed with that jab. Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. Let's talk about David Benavidez. This man broke out of the ground here in round 8. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
Oh, listen to me. I knock somebody down like that round. You know this round coming out? He gets everything. Full barrel because I know he's the
Got Johnny, and it's survival time for David Benavidez. Didn't wait long to get back in and get engaged.
Caught sleeping on the job. What you do, you step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to play this game.
Nice counter. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Todd, you know what? Sometimes on a day when you fight like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than you could.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Nice job blocking the hook. Well done with that counter shot. Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Go back to the drawing board time, a unanimous decision.
There ain't no room. Only one, number one. There ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in, cleaned up without a broom. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Straight in, more pain, so more gaining. Yeah, I came in, guns blazing. At Raven, you get weighed in. Been training, sick of waiting. Some failing, not plain sailing. Entertaining, check the ratings. Let me out, I don't wanna be caged in. Yeah, I'm ready. Who's next up? Pay attention now, yeah, your best luck. I like to warm up like a few jabs, and then I hit hard like a left hook. My style's unique, not textbook. Step to me, you get yourself messed up. Win or lose, still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Only one, number one. There ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in, cleaned up without a broom. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Only one, number one. There ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in, cleaned up without a broom. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no can learn from your losses, but victory tastes sweet like chocolates. Top of the game, you can't top this. Permanent sauce, never lost it. You came in the game, you flopped it. I came in the game and I bossed it. That's why me and you were different. I'm ahead, you lot are in the distance. Stay persistent and consistent. I'm the king now, this is my kingdom. Ready for
Welcome to the very mysterious